In this video I'm going to show you how to change a garbage disposal. It's actually pretty easy, but there are a few things that can trip you up. This disposal here is leaking from the bottom, so it can't be fixed. Now normally I'd spend at least $200 on a disposal, but this homeowner doesn't want to spend any more than they absolutely have to, so we're getting the cheapest brand. It's only 1/3 horsepower and it's $85. And with garbage disposals, you really do get what you pay for. A weak motor means it's not going to be able to grind up the food very well, and it's going to break earlier, guaranteed. So here's what they give you in the box. They're going to give you a drain disposal mount, and I installed one of these just a few videos ago, so if you want to see how to install that, check out the other videos. Also, they give you a drain elbow and a wrench, which you should keep because it helps unclog jams. And here's the unit itself. Taking a look at the inside, you can see what a new one looks like. Probably yours looks a lot different than that. Okay, so let's get started. The first thing you're going to want to do is unplug it. Now, if yours is hardwired to the house and you can't find a plug, you're going to want to shut it off at the breaker box. On this model, I need to take off 2 screws to detach this pipe. Yours might just have a rubber coupling that you need to disconnect. And these fittings come off by hand. You shouldn't use a wrench on these. You might need one to loosen a few of them, but you shouldn't use one to tighten it. Now some of you may have this hose, some of you may not. This is the hose that comes from your dishwasher, and it pumps the drain water into the disposal. To detach it from the sink, insert a couple screwdrivers or even the wrench they give you into these slots and give it a 1/4 turn. Hold on to it because it will fall. And it comes off just like that. While you're here, you might as well make sure these 3 screws are tight. You don't want anything coming loose later. Also, if you did want to replace this mount, now's the time to do it. Again, I'm going to leave this one on. So I have the old one on the left and the new one on the right. Now I need to take the plug and attach it to the new one. Pop out a retaining ring. Then with a screwdriver or needle nose pliers, pinch the tabs together and I can slip this out. I cut out a lot. This was actually a lot more difficult than what it looks like. Now this is the part where you might need a cable connector if you're going to hardwire your Romex cable to the garbage disposal. And they were not included with this unit. The old unit doesn't have wire nuts, so I need to cut the white and the black wire, but I can unscrew the ground. Now I just attach the old plug to the new disposal. And the green ground wire screws into this screw here. Strip the wires just over a 1/4 inch. Twist them white to white, black to black, and secure it with wire nuts. And again, the wire nuts were not included. So when you buy your disposal, take a look inside the box and see if it's missing any hardware that you should pick up while you're there at the store. And push in the retaining ring and it's done. Now anytime along this project, if you're going to hook this disposal up to a dishwasher, you need to take out the knockout plug, and that's in this hole here. Now, I'm not going to do it because I'm going to make 2 videos out of this one because so many people ask about knockout plugs that I decided to make it its own separate video. So we're going to do that at the very end, but it's more convenient to do it right now. Now with this pipe, I'm going to remove the old rubber gasket and put on the new one. Then attach the flange with 2 screws. Some people like doing this later on in the installation, but I like doing it now so that when I hook it up under the sink, I know exactly where the pipe is pointing. Okay, next you just lift it up and make sure these 3 clips are attached to the ring. You want to tighten it all the way, so get a lot of leverage and make sure it's fully tightened. You don't want it falling off in the middle of running. Now we can attach all these pipes back together. Again, they all loosen by hand, these plastic ones. The metal ones you'll use a wrench, but if they're plastic and they have these wings on the nuts, you just use your hands. It sometimes helps to give it a little shake while you're turning it to make sure everything's tight. Now here's the part that's so easy to overlook. It's the knockout plug. Down in that hole, it shouldn't be plugged up. There's a piece of plastic covering it. Now if you're going to hook up your dishwasher to the disposal, this is where you do it. And there's a little plastic plug inside here that needs to come out. So just insert a screwdriver and give it a tap. And down inside, there's the plug. Now you can hook up your dishwasher drain hose. Then plug it in or turn the power back on and you should be good. So again, my name's Adam and I hope this has been helpful to you. If you have any comments or suggestions, go ahead and leave them in the comment section. I'll do my best to answer. If you want to support me in this channel and making more videos like this, I could sure use the help. Click the support button. And again, have an awesome day.